And what we're going to talk about today, Claudia?
Well, I just thought maybe we would cover some general questions that most clients ask me, or most people when I'm walking down the street every day ask me different tax questions,
Oh, that would be
January
cool.
to December. Yeah.
That'd be cool. 680-9710. Talk to Claudia about any tax questions you have, because we're almost approaching that time. It's crunch time. By April 15th.
Everybody wants to know when they're going to get their
Their
rebate.
rebate checks.
Yeah.
And that won't be until May.
Yeah. Please call up right now, 680-9710. Any tax questions, Claudia's going to help you out and deal with these tax questions. 97, hey.
I have a question for Claudia.
Go for it.
I gave someone my taxes to do, my 2005 taxes, and they've never returned anything to me, and they claim they sent them off federal and state, but they have no record of them. What do I need to do?
You can contact the IRS, and you can just call it 800-829-1040 and give them your social security number. They can give you all of your wage information for that year, and also let you know whether a tax return was filed for that year. And if not, when they send you that information, you just have it prepared again.
Okay. Okay, then thank
All right,
you.
sweetie pie, jump on that right away. You don't want to
That's a
let that
dangerous
get...
situation.
Yeah, you don't want to get that lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah. 97, hey, talk to Claudia.
Yes, Claudia. I have my grandfather's 87, and I was wondering what would I do to help him get his refund.
What kind of income does he have?
He gets Social Security and a check from the college where he retired at.
Okay,
Working.
so are you looking to get his rebate?
Yes, the rebate, I'm sorry.
You just go to a local VITA site, and they can prepare the return for him. Do you have a power of attorney for him, or is he able to get there?
No, I would be able to take him there.
Oh, okay. Well, you just take him to a VITA site, and they can prepare their return.
All right, thanks a lot.
And he can get that money. Wow. There you go, 97. All right, buddy. Take care of yourself. Is that something that you help people out with as well? Help get that kind of stuff done?
Right.
Because a lot of people don't know where to go to get something like that done. That's jacked up that that they take that money from you as well.
Well, the problem is, once you get so far behind or you owe so many taxes, you have to pay so much money to a qualified professional to get them to handle it.
Yeah.
Because it takes so much time. So you weigh your options. Should I just pay the IRS, or should I pay this person who may or may not be able to get it cleared up? Because it takes a lot
What
of time.
would you suggest that we do?
I always suggest that you go to a qualified professional, because they're going to give you a set price, whether it's hourly or based on the job. And if you don't do that, when you go to the IRS and you're just constantly paying, every day that you don't have that balance at a zero balance, you're going to still owe more interest and penalties.
Yeah. So
Every
it
day.
continues to accrue daily.
Wow. 97, hey.
Hey, look, I got a question.
Yes.
I think it's for Algenon.
Okay.
Oh, one for me. Good.
Oh, okay, this is Algenon. I don't know. You ever heard that commercial that is advertised on 97 about the homeowner's loan, and you can pay your mortgage off in half the time?
Yeah, there is some type of program I think you can go into, and I've heard the commercial before. I guess, are you curious, does it work?
Yes.
Well, I mean, essentially, I'm one of those that don't really believe you necessarily need to go into a program in order to pay your mortgage off early. There's ways that you can actually come up with that on your own. I mean, essentially what you're doing is just paying more towards your mortgage, and you're actually putting more towards the principal. So the more you put towards principal, the sooner you're going to pay it off. So you essentially could come up with a plan like that on your own without have to actually, contract it or paying someone else to come up with the plan for you.
So they just come up with your finances and base it on that, so what you can pay.
Yeah, well, once again, I mean, I think it depends on the discipline of the person. I mean, I've actually talked to people who said they like going to the service because it's more disciplined and it makes them do it. And then for some people that are more independent, I mean, you can actually sit down and figure out, okay, how much extra money do I have monthly or even annually that I can pay towards my mortgage? And then you just want to let your mortgage company know that you're putting that towards principal.
Principal, okay.
Yep.
That's simple. That way now you just save yourself some money and people in your business.
I mean, well, hey.
And
you gotta do what you gotta do.
But I'm
And,
saying, though, it makes more sense for you to do it yourself, though.
Hey, and you know what? Feel free to
I
call
dig
me
that.
off air. I mean, I'll talk to you a little bit more in detail about it. It's harder to go in detail here on the air, but give me a call at 336-478-2305. You can also email me at algenoncash@bellsouth.net. and I can go in more detail with you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, baby.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Do something for you just seems easier when you can do it. That's just lazy.
You know, like we have these debt management plans.
Yeah.
You've seen the commercials for those.
Yeah.
You can easily call in and come up with your own debt management plan. You can call your own creditors and work out your own debt settlements. A lot of people just don't want to do it themselves. They'd rather
Maybe we
pay
just
someone
don't
to do it.
trust ourselves because we've been doing something for so long a certain way. And it's just, maybe if somebody show us and get it started and we'll just jump in. For me, the reason why I say it's lazy because I've looked into doing things like that because I was too lazy to do it myself. But let me ask
Sure.
you this. I heard a commercial about these credit counselors being actually creditors. Is that true?
Well, they're not actually creditors. I mean, they actually communicate with your creditors. And you have to be careful with that because if you actually go into a debt plan, I mean, if you accept some type of a debt management plan, a lot of times us as creditors, when we underwrite your loans, we look at that as a bankruptcy. So you have to be careful about some of these
Wow.
agreements and some of these plans you go into. But hey, that's why we're doing the workshop starting this summer, building
Yeah.
your life with Buster. And it's going to give you an opportunity to come in and learn more about this kind of stuff.
And Claudia's going
And
to come on out.
We
and
can
talk
bring
to us.
Claudia out
She
too
can
and
come
talk a
on
little bit
out.
about taxes.
We need help on that.
Everybody needs
Well,
help
and
on
let
that.
me just say to the point of the credit counselors actually being creditors, there was a problem with people who were misrepresenting themselves, but a lot of those have been shut down.
Oh,
So
good.
the actual nonprofits, the consumer credit counseling services that are still
Good.
up and running.
Because they had companies that were being ran by creditors.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Scamming. That's a good little scam, though. Yeah, we're going to help you out. Tell you what we're going to do. They take all the money you owe them.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we're wiped clean. The
Yeah.
money you owed us. Now these other people.
But I'm actually familiar with that because I'm on the board for consumer credit counseling.
That's
Okay.
right.
We,
No.
we had a lot to
Good.
do with that legislation and that kind of thing. So that's why when you see payday services, the check cashers,
Yeah.
a lot of them are closed down or
Because of that reason.
it's predatory lending pretty
Good.
much.
That's crazy, man. 680-9710. Got a couple of more questions you want to ask Claudia or Algenon. Feel free. It's Cash Money Tuesday, baby.
Hey, Buster B.
What's up, partner?
Hey, man, I got a question for the tax lady, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look here. I'm basically a newspaper carrier, which means I'm basically self-employed. And what they do, they send me a 1099. And on that 1099, box 9, it has the payee made direct sales of X amount of dollars. So do I list that X amount of dollar figure as income, or do I just add my check stubs, which they take, of course, no taxes? Do I just add my check stubs and say, okay, this is my income? Which one do I do?
Is there anything in box 7 on that 1099?
There is, a non-employee compensation figure.
Right. That should be the number that you're using.
Okay, that's
But-
the only thing I need to show is income?
Is that number in box 7 different than box 9?
Yes.
Okay. What I would suggest that you do is take that to someone so that they can see what you have.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm sure that there aren't two different amounts that you need to report that are coming from one tax form.
Uh-huh.
So what you need to do is take that to a tax professional and let them do that for you. But by all means, please do not add up all your check stubs and get your number
Yeah.
from there.
That's not what you want to do.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
All right, partner.
All right, thank you, man.
You got it. Claudia, thanks for hanging out on the show, sweetie pie.
It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
We
Yeah, thanks
appreciate
for
it.
coming
Yeah.
in.
And we look forward to doing more work with you, baby. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
see y'all this summer.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
something. If somebody want to reach you, how do they reach you, sweetie?
They can call me at 336-862-9798 or 767-7060.
Thank you so much, baby. We appreciate it.